Let us start the new chapter, Light. It is the fourth chapter of class 7 physics. In this chapter we will be going to know about the different topics like reflection of light, regular and diffuse reflection, terms related to reflections, laws of reflection, image formed by a plane mirror, lateral inversion, uses of the plane mirrors, speed of light, and lastly about some phenomenon of colors, that is formation of secondary colors or by color addition, color subtraction, etc. When we enter a dark room, we can't see anything even though we keep our eyes open. But when we switch on a bulb, every object in the same room becomes visible. We are able to see objects around us because the light which falls on them bounces back to our eyes after striking their surfaces. This phenomenon is known as laws of reflection of light. This phenomenon is known as the reflection of light. This enables us to see the world around us. Now let us know the reflection of light. The bouncing back of light into the same medium in which it was incident after striking a surface is called the reflection of light. Now we will be discussing through some diagram. Different objects have surfaces of different natures. Some may be very smooth, some fairly smooth, some rough, or some may be too rough. Depending upon the nature of the surfaces, reflection of light can also be regular or diffused. Firstly, we will be going to know about the regular and diffuse reflection or irregular reflection. What is regular reflection? When a parallel beam of light strikes a smooth and polished surface, all the light rays are reflected as a parallel beam of light in a definite direction. This is called the regular reflection. Regular reflection results in the formation of clear images. More regular the reflection, clearer the image. Similarly, in case of irregular reflection, or other name is diffuse reflection, when a parallel beam of light strikes a rough surface, the rays of light are reflected in different directions, or the light rays get scattered. This type of reflection is called irregular or diffuse reflection. Irregular reflection gives diffused or blurred images. Images formed by wavy water surfaces and old chipped off mirrors are blurred or hazy. Remember that all objects, whether they have rough or smooth surfaces, are visible due to the diffused reflection of light from their surfaces. Now, regarding the reflection topic, if we want to know in detail, first we have to know the laws of reflection. Basically, the laws of reflection depending on few conditions. Like, first is for an incident ray and its corresponding reflected ray, the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. Another one is the incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. Now let us know about the angle of reflection, point of incidence. What are the terms? First is normal. The imaginary line drawn perpendicular to the reflecting surface at the point of incidence is called the normal. Then is incident ray. What is incident ray? A ray of light falling on a reflecting surface is called an incident ray. Next is reflected ray. The ray of light that bounces off the reflecting surface and returns to the same medium as that of the incident ray is called reflected ray. What is angle of incidence? The angle between the incident ray and the normal is called the angle of incidence. It is denoted by I in general cases. Next is angle of reflection. First one we came to know that angle of incidence, and the another one is angle of reflection. Similarly, like the incident ray, the angle between the reflected ray and the normal is called the angle of reflection. It is denoted by generally R. Next is point of incidence. The point on which the reflecting surface where the incident ray strikes and bounces off is known as the point of incidence. And finally, the surface which is known as reflecting surface, any surface, that means which can send back the rays of light falling on it and in the same medium is called a reflecting surface. So from these terms we can easily be understand about the laws of reflection related to the terms. Now let us know about the laws of reflection, whether correct or not. For verification of these laws of reflection, we are going to discuss about Now to verify the laws of reflection, we need to do some experiment through which we can state that the both laws of reflection can be proved through some experiments. Like in this case, the materials required a plain mirror strip, a pencil, some pins, A4 size paper and drawing board and a protector. Generally we are doing this experiment in the practical lab, but in your class right now it is not possible to do the practically to verify it. So let us consider through the diagram. It may also show you how the laws of diffraction can be. So first what you have to do, fix the paper on the drawing board. Next, in the middle of the paper, draw a straight line AB and mark its midpoint as O. Next, draw a perpendicular ON to AB at the point of O. Using a protractor, draw angle XON equal to 60 degree approximately and keep it by making I. Next, place the long face of the plane mirror strip along AB and use plastic sign to hold the mirror in a vertical position. Next is the fix two pins P and Q on the line XO. The pins should be at least 5 cm apart and in an upright position. Whenever you will do in this practical lab, it will be easier to you to do this, but in the diagram only you just look through the points of reflection, point of incidence, all this through some diagrams. Looking into the mirror from the other side of the perpendicular, ON fix two more pins R and S in such a way that pin R, pin S and the respective images of pin P and Q appear to be in the same straight line. After that only you can put the pins. Next, remove the mirror and the pin. The next step is draw small circles around each pinhole using a pencil to mark their respective positions. Next is join R and S and produce the line to meet AB at O. Let this line be YO. Okay. Y is considering by using joining R and S, which is not shown in the picture. Now see, measure of the angle YON is equal to the measure of the angle XON. So angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Also you can see there is only one plane, and the plane of the paper that contains the incident ray and the reflected ray and the normal. So up to the reflection of light with laws of reflection portion I have just explained now. Follow my next video on which I will also explain about the mirrors and the images formed by the plane mirror, characteristics of the image formed by the mirror and so on. Thank you.